What's up guys, Newbie here, and today I wanted to show you a brand new piece of software for what's now a very old game, and of course I'm talking about Gold and Silver, which have been recently released on the Virtual Console. And the program that I'm going to go through with you today is for getting a shiny starter using the GamePRo. So first up, now this is only available currently on the new 3DS GamePRo versions. The reason being soft resetting was a little bit different in the older generations, and in Generation 2 it was A, B, start and select, pressing those four buttons together to soft reset. So that wasn't something that was in the original GamePRo sketch. So the first thing you're going to need to do if you want to try the software is, and I'm in the main GamePRo Dropbox folder here, go into the standard Arduino sketch and upgrade to this version 3.3. Now I've got a separate video that shows how you can upgrade your software, so I'll link that down in the description. So if we jump back into here, GamePRo programs, you'll see I've added this folder, Gen 2 Virtual Console, and this Shiny Starter folder. Now there's a little bit going on here. I'll just quickly explain what each of these are. So this archive folder is just previous versions of the software, but the newest version will always be located here. So this is the actual application that we're going to run. But one thing that you will need to do if you want to run this software is you need to download this opencvworld.dll, which I've left in here, and you need to locate that in the same folder as this application before you run it. That's basically a dynamic library which this will try and call at runtime, so if it's not there you'll get an error. And there's a readme folder here which just gives you some basic instructions on how to run the software, and this is actually the source code for this program. So if you want to modify the program at all, you can do that by grabbing that source code. So what we'll do is we'll just double click on this to run it, and as usual we'll choose our webcam and COM port. There we go. So it'll start off by soft resetting just to make sure it's always in the correct place to start with when it starts the sequence. It's actually a reasonably long sequence, this one. So you'll notice I've saved the game in front of Totodile in this case, which is the starter that I'm trying to soft reset for. If you want one of the others, then just save your game in front of them. Alright, yeah, as I said, it's a reasonably long sequence. It's close to a minute in length. So, and of course it's, with the shiny odds in these games, it was 1 in 8,192, which basically equates to a little over 5 days, effectively, of continuous soft resetting on average. Okay, so it'll cycle through once, and you'll see it's asked this question, set up target pixels using the track bars, which are these ones here, and then click on this original image and press any key when finished. So what we need to do basically with the way it's going to detect the shiny is using the symbol which shows up in this top corner right here. So we're just going to adjust these track bars to hone in on that area, and you want to try and get none of the black pixels in this, because it's going to be looking for black pixels. If you end up picking up too many in your selection, you'll get a false trigger. Alright, so that's the sort of target area that we're looking for. So once we've done that, we can click on this image, press any key, and then the software will basically run continuously until it recognizes that symbol. I've built in a couple of fail safes, so if you get a false trigger, a couple of times I had it where it wasn't getting all the way through the sequence, so I've added some extra software to correct that. And also once it does find the shiny, it'll do about 3 checks before it actually confirms that it finds the shiny, but it won't soft reset during that, obviously. So there you go. The trick is now just to leave this running from here, check on it periodically, and hopefully takes less than 5 days. And here's the proof that the software works. So I managed to find this shiny Totodile after just over 2,000 soft resets. And I also found a shiny Cyndaquil while I was testing the software earlier. And if you've been following my Facebook page, you'll know I actually found this after just 7 soft resets, which is ridiculous. But speaking of which, if you haven't already done so, make sure you go and check out my Facebook page. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. And also, if you're keen to see more software developments for the Virtual Console, make sure you leave a comment below and let me know. And until next time, see ya.